Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to detail what I call hexatonic scales, which are my variations of major and minor scales that drop one interval. Really, what I'm going to be doing in this exercise, though, is introducing to you the three basic octave registers that the guitar tends to sit in if you are using standard tuning. All of those caveats applied. Let's get right into it. The guitar really has three clusters, as I like to think of it. We can think of these bottom two strings as one cluster or one octave cluster, these middle two strings as the next octave cluster, and then these top two strings, the E and the B, as our high octave cluster. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that we can repeat fingering patterns and repeat a phrase in an octave if we understand the basic formula for how to get there. And the formula is not too hard. I promise I did not do very good in math class back in the day, so we are going to introduce a real basic algebraic formula. For our lower cluster here, let's say I want to do a phrase that's, I don't know, G, A flat, B flat, and then we'll go to C. Just make it a four-note phrase. I can mirror that phrase down two strings and down two frets. So I'm going to go down to my middle cluster here, D and G. I'm going to repeat that phrase, that fingering phrase, and it will match. I can go down to the next set of two strings, but this time I have to go up three because we tuned the B kind of funny, and that same phrase applies. And this moves you up and down in a diagonal nature, giving you extensions of these phrases that, especially if we are in just a standard 2-octave box scale, even like your natural minor, well, I'm ending here on that A, whereas here I have further extensions, and I can find my way back home if I need to, all the way up to the 4th octave. So this will expand out your phrases. This also gives you the ability, though, to do themes and variations with this. So didn't quite stick the landing on that example, but I think it kind of more or less makes sense. There we go. A little bit better, right? There's a theme, a variation, a reprisal, but up an octave. That felt much more melodic than me just going. Three times in a row, right? But effectively, it's really all I'm doing mechanically. But I'm getting so much more harmonic and melodic information. So a great way to practice this is with the red, blue, and green patterns that I have talked about in that earlier playlist, kind of taking you through all the modes on this. These are standard mechanical motions on the instrument. They can be summed together into scales. Essentially, if you plug two of these hexatonic patterns together in the right positions, you'll have major scales all day. So I can take a green pattern, for example, index, ring, pinky. I'm just starting here on the 3rd fret on G. So G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat. Or 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6 if you like your intervals more. What's so great about this is I'm repeating the same mechanical motion, which just inherently means I'm going to move through those notes faster. This is not really a grand epiphany. I mean, think about it. Any physical activity that we are doing, if we can repeat the motion over and over again, that's way better than like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, bunny hopping our way through. And a lot of these box scales that players of earlier generations, and I'm in those earlier generations, we're the black dots of scales, right? They're almost always presented in this 1 finger per fret, four fret maximum spread, maybe 5. Even that, I'm changing my fingering between greens to what I call black, which is just an index and a ring, back to blues, and then back to greens. I'm changing, I'm shifting, we're doing all these things. I just can really trust that if I've got that grip and that mechanic down here, down lower, that's going to translate as I move through these registers a little bit more. Now, if I want to expand this out and make bigger scales, typically all you have to do is go up 1 or 2 frets or go down 1 or 2 frets, and you will find that second color pattern, that X plus 2, X plus 3 thing that you need. So I'll give you an example here. Let's say I want to make a G major scale within its entirety, right? I'm going to use my red pattern here on G, and now I'm going to go 3, 5, 7. That's lovely, but we're missing our leading tone. So now I'm just going to start on my leading tone, and I'm going to do a blue pattern. And now I've simplified this scale to 2 fairly simple mechanical motions. And if I want to, I can blur in between them, all these sorts of things. Just make sure you don't get too fancy on yourself. But we can use that. To great effect. So just kind of quick guide here. Want to do a major scale? Start on your tonic. In this case, G. That'd be a red pattern. And then you might add on a blue pattern on the leading tone, which is just going to be a fret back from whatever your tonic is. So G is 3. Your leading tone is F sharp, and it's at 2. Another place you can do this that's lovely is at the 5, the corresponding 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up to so here. Find that up here. So that gives you a nice little expansion too, and you can mirror that on both your tonic and your dominant. I catch myself. Easy for me to play, right? All right, so that's a great introduction to hexatonic scales. I love them because they allow us to take these simple mechanic motions and really expand out our phrasing box. And this, of course, is something that we can include in our bag of tricks in our different gears that we shift into. So try playing a phrase here in a minor pentatonic. Next time you're doing a blues solo or something like that. Anything that's hanging out in your cozy, basic minor pentatonic. Oh, well, let's use a little volume for it, too. And you can also pepper this in with obviously things other than the red, blue, and green pattern, right? So adding in those bluesy chromatics might get you into some phrasing boxes that you've been gun shy about before because you just haven't been able to know when you're shifting up and down the neck where you're going. One last tip. I feel like I don't hear these enough in music, so this is just kind of a bonus add-on to this lesson. Half-step bends. Y'all, Let's get these back into our phrasing. Like, I mean, so often people want to go for the Gilmore, right? Want to get real big. And don't get me wrong, when you can do a Gilmore and hit it flush, like, sounds cool. But I think there's so much delicious subtlety to be found in half-step bends. So, like, what do I mean? If I'm going to try putting a little... Get those half steps. Feel like that G string's going out of tune. We'll see. Oh yeah, that's got it. Oh yeah. There it is. And you can really lean into this too in your harmonic minor. I love bending that leading tone back into the tonic. So hopefully this hexatonic exercise, the X plus 2, X plus 5 system, or X plus 3 system, I say it both ways, but like the idea is whatever your starting point is here on the lower cluster. G. If I want to find that on the D string, it's going to be at 5. And if I want to find that on the B string, it's going to be at 8. X plus 2, X plus 5. And if you do that, now you've got 3 octave phrases all over the place. Guys, if you like the video, like the video. If you want more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, help me out doing stuff, further lessons, that sort of thing. This is time and energy. I, of course, would appreciate that. Got a Patreon. I will be offering for everyone who supports over on the channel content behind the Patreon supporter side. Also, if you want to get signed up for private lessons, if you like what we're doing here on the video and think that maybe I could help you out individually, I'd love to. That'd be great. Go ahead and message me on the Patreon, and we'll get you set up with lessons. Until then, happy practicing and have a great day, guys.